What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more NBA plays today over on PrizePicks. We went 3-0 yesterday, looking to go 3-0 yet again in today's video. These plays can apply to all apps out there, whether you're on Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, or even sportsbooks like Draft. And you guys hit a like going into today's video, which is why we have 3 plays in today's video. If you want a third play tomorrow also, get this video here to 175 likes, and I'll drop a third play tomorrow, and while you're down there leaving a like, you may as well subscribe. We're going to get to these free plays in a second here, but I want to talk about the DubClub and how we did yesterday. Yesterday over in the DubClub, we cashed all plays in the NBA and the MLB, as well as cashing out this bad boy here. It was a 9.5x over on PrizePicks. We were able to cash this one out. We've only been doing correlation plays for the last 3 days, and we've been absolutely crushing them. I should have a ton of correlation plays up in the DubClub a little bit later today, but we've had some unfortunate luck with some of these lately. But the correlation plays are just cashing left and right, but some of those just last legs are selling here, like the guys that are not like correlated, for example. So we've had a ton of those. And I told you guys yesterday's video that we were cashing a correlation play yesterday, and we definitely did. So if you guys want some more correlation plays from me, make sure to join the DubClub. And you can join for free down in my description. There's a 2-day free trial available. You can join for the next 2 days. Or you could also join for the next month for only $15, which is $20 off your first month. And also, when you join the DubClub, you get access to the Discord. You can talk to me and other members in the Discord chat, get some plays from my contributors here, and Asme's Emo and Prop the Props. These guys all do great work. Asby's had a ridiculous month last month, and he is looking to just continue with some more winners this month. But you get all that in the DubClub, and I haven't even talked about my performance so far. We've been absolutely crushing it this year in the NBA, over 85 units of profit. NHL, over 55 units of profit. To put that into perspective, if you had $50 on each play, you'd be over $7,000 of profit this year. So it's pretty worth it in my opinion. You can join for 2 days for free, check it out, see if you like it. Or you can also join for the next month for only $15, which is $20 off your first month. Both options are linked down in my description. But now with that out of the way, let's get to these free plays. Make sure that you play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here, and make sure that you also subscribe with those post notifications on, because that way you can get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. Let's get to these plays here. The first play I like here on the PrizePicks board, we're looking to go 6-0 or get a 6-0 run going here since we went 3-0 yesterday. Let's get to it here. The first play I like is going to be Zach Edey over 21.5 PRA against Charlotte tonight. He's in a great spot over his PRA for a couple of reasons here, but you see what he's done this year. Over in 32%, 20 out of 63. But you see that he has been a little bit better in his last few games, of course, mainly due to his minutes that he's been playing here. You see he's played at least 26 minutes in 4 of his last 5 games, and at least 27, really 28 if you round that up, in 3 straight games, as you see there. So it's a good matchup for him. You can see just how Charlotte ranks this year. They rank 15th in points per game, 23rd in rebounds allowed per game, and 16th in assists allowed per game. Centers, they get even better, ranking 14th, 21st, and 21st. He's only played Charlotte one time this year, but it was all the way back in January where he only played about 19 minutes in a much different role. But in games this year where he plays at least 24 minutes, he's been very good. He's over in 13 out of 20 and 11 of his last 14 games, as you can see here. The 2 misses here, or 2 of the misses, were with 21 PRA in these 2 games here. And you can see that these matchups are all pretty tough for the most part, especially Cleveland and especially Miami here. The only one that's like kind of mediocre-ish was that Sacramento Kings game. And again, he only missed it by 0.5. So now he's got a much better matchup this time around against Charlotte, where other centers have been dominating them. You have Nikola Vukovic with 31 against them, Domantas Sabonis with 42, Miles Turner with 26, all within the last 6 days here. So these guys have been absolutely crushing Charlotte. I think Zach Edey, although he's a little bit less of a scorer for sure than these guys, he's still in a great spot though to score in this matchup, as well as just grab some rebounds and dish out probably 1 or if not 2 assists. I also do want to point out though that Memphis are 13.5 point favorites, but when he plays at least 24 minutes and they win, he's been very good this year. He's actually been over this in 7 of his last 10 games, and actually 7 of his last 8. The only miss being that tough matchup against Miami in a blowout situation where he missed by 0.5. So a lot of things had to go wrong for him to miss that line in that game. So overall, I think Zach Edey's in a pretty good spot based on the matchup, and I think it's just a little bit way too low of a line just based off the minutes he's been playing. And just really the matchup being just so good for him here. So give me Zach Edey over his PRA tonight at 21.5. Now, before we get to the next play, if you're not already on Betr Picks, it's one of the best apps out there right now. 21 years and older and available in most states. What's awesome about this app, though, is their new user welcome offers, where you get your first entry on them, win or lose, up to $250 if you use promo code DOMG Props. It's not promo code DOMG, but DOMG Props. Link to join is available in my description. We also have discounts every single day for all users on this app. Like, for example, right now, we have Adley Rutschman down from 1.5 down to half a hit run in RBI. Massive discount there. You also have Steph Curry here from 24.5 down to 20.5 points. So it's 2 really, really nice looking discounts right now. They also have boosts all the time here. They have like these alt lines too, where you take like Jose Ramirez at half a hit, for example, which you can't get on a lot of apps out there. So it's a really cool app. Get it for yourself in my description and use that promo code DOMG props to get that first entry on them, win or lose, up to $250. Now getting into my next two plays here, we're going to stay in the NBA this time and we're going to go over to the points category because I like Anthony Edwards tonight over 20.5 points. But if you really hate Green Goblins, I don't mind his over 26.5 points. But of course, the more less risky option, the more likely one to hit, although it is a less payout, is the 20.5 points. So Ant for a couple of reasons tonight, because he's had at least 21 points in 79% of games this year. Obviously, a massive difference between that and his 26.5 points. But like I say, he's been very good when he has those high points, and Milwaukee's a very good matchup for opposing guards. Point guards are ranked dead last in points per game. Shooting guards are a little bit tougher on paper, but overall, not too terrible of a matchup still. He's also dominated them in the past. He's had at least 26 points in 3 straight games against them. The only game he played against them this year was back in February, a little bit less than 2 months ago, where he dropped to 28 points on a really nice 33 field goal attempts. If we can get 33 field goal attempts tonight, he should be able to drop probably 30 plus. Don't know how he didn't drop 30 plus against them with 33 field goal attempts last time around, but hey, whatever. But other guards have been destroying Milwaukee. You look at shooting guards first off, you have Antonio Reeves, who had a 12.5 point line. He dropped 23 points. You have Alec Burks with 24 points. Green guys with 24. But these guys are all kind of less usage, somewhat role players besides really Quentin Grimes. But then you have Devin Booker down here who had a 29.5 point line where he dropped 39 points. You also look at point guards here where these guys have also been dominating them for the most part, except for maybe Trae Young, who had 19 points with a 25.5 point line. But other than Trae Young, all these other guards have been dominating Milwaukee. I think Anthony Edwards just kind of next man up here. They're also 4.5 point favorites in wins this year. He's been over in 82% of games. When you bump this up to at least 28 plus minutes, he's over in 90% of games, as you can see here. So overall, I think he's in a great spot to go over his points tonight. I do also like his 26.5 points, but I'm just personally going to play the 20.5 on PrizePicks, although I think both spots are pretty good. Just obviously 20.5 is a little bit more likely to hit, but like I said, both spots look pretty good to me. Now getting to my third play here on PrizePicks, that you guys hit the like goal in yesterday's video. 175 likes on this one, and I will drop a third play tomorrow. Also, make sure you have those post notifications on so that we can get in before these lines get bumped. But let's get to it here. The next play I like is going to be over in the strikeouts category, over in the MLB, because tonight I like Freddy Peralta over 5.5 strikeouts. 7 is a way too high line on PrizePicks, so I would not play that personally because the push potential is kind of crazy at 7. You can find him at 6.5 on other apps out there, which I do still like, but 5.5 looks pretty good to me here over on PrizePicks. He's had 8 in back-to-back games to start off the year in much tougher matchups. The Yankees he had 8 against, and then the Kansas City Royals he also had 8 against, and that was in 5 and 8 innings pitched. Now he gets a really nice matchup here against Colorado. The only thing I don't like necessarily is that it's going to be in Colorado just because they can run up some runs on him, of course. But other righties have been very good against them for the most part, especially guys like Ryan Pepiot here with 8 strikeouts. Littell and Bradley both had 7. Zach Wheeler had 10. These high strikeout guys, just like Freddy Peralta, have been dominating them with at least 7. So I think 6 is not too much to ask for from Freddy Peralta tonight. TJ Walker should probably have had at least 5 in that game there. But you also have Oswaldo Bido here, who only had 5 strikeouts against them, which that was probably right around what his line was. I don't know what his line was, but it was probably around that because he's not a super high strikeout pitcher. But even like Joey Estes here had 3 strikeouts in 3 innings pitched. If he's going 6 innings like Freddy Peralta is expected to go today, I just think Freddy's in a great spot. So give me the over first 5.5 strikeouts because the matchup is so good. They're striking out the highest rate this year, I believe, to opposing right-handed pitchers. And you can see how they just kind of rank too against a lot of these different pitches that he throws. Like the fastball, they still strike out, a ton against. The slider, very, very high. Changeup, not as much, but still some of these guys are still on the higher side here. Like Michael Taliga here with 28.6. You even have like Chris Bryant here with a 46.2 strikeout percentage. There's just a lot of guys that are really big K targets here for Freddy Peralta tonight. So I think he's in a great spot over strikeouts at also 5.5 as well as 6.5. I'm not done with the free plays yet, but a couple reminders. Don't miss out on joining the DubClub. Do so with the link in my description. There's a 2-day free trial, or join for the next month for only $15. We have some correlation entries coming up tonight, man. We cashed out yesterday, looking to stay cashing with a full greened out slip yet again here, getting some of those demon winners there, some of the green goblin winners, as well as some of those main squares. I think we're going to cash out today in the MLB with some of these correlation plays tonight. So don't miss out on that because these could end up getting patched soon. We'll see if they end up bumping down the correlation here on PrizePicks, but I think we are looking pretty good at the moment. So don't miss out. Get in before that is gone. 2-day free trial in my description, or join for the next month for only $15. But here's some more free plays from the Daily Grind tool. This tool here shows off the best spit to value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, there's some MLB values, also some Dota 2 value, some other values also available on the board too. There's just a ton of Dota value right now. There's some League of Legends too and stuff like that. But right now, the best value play is going to be Paul Skeens under fantasy score, which is just based off of math and expected value. But if you want this tool for yourself, get it for yourself in my description by clicking on the fantasy bundle and scrolling down. Use promo code DOMG. There's another tool from the same guy sold separately called the ASR Generator. This tool is over 2,000 units of profits since last year, and there are 18 slips currently on the board for apps like Underdog, for Betr, for Dabble, for PrizePicks. Right now on PrizePicks, I love this play here. It contains some NBA value right now, like Jalen Williams under threes, SGA over points and rebounds, Carrington here over points, and there's some other Dota 2 value right here. So if you want this tool for yourself, get it for yourself in my description, but this time click on the slip generator and scroll down. Use promo code DOMG. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you for the next video, and hopefully we get a 6-0 run going. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Best of luck tonight.